Where's everyone watching from right now? The cafeteria of Orion Academy Station hummed with the low chatter of hundreds of cadets from dozens of alien worlds. Trays clinked, utensils scraped, translators buzzed, but there was one table right by the viewport that sat empty. Well, almost empty. The alien girl sat there alone, her long silver hair falling over her shoulders, her pale skin shimmering faintly under the station lights. Her name, according to the roster, was Kyra Valun, and she was from a world so remote even the translators struggled with her language. The real reason no one sat near her, though, wasn't the mystery. It was the scent. It wasn't bad, exactly. Not rotting or sour, just sharp, resinous, like pine sap and storm-wet soil, mixed with something metallic. To most species it was overwhelming, uncomfortable. Something in their instinct screamed danger. So her table stayed empty, until he showed up. Eli Cross, human, engineering cadet, and apparently the only person on the station who didn't get the unspoken memo about avoiding Kyra. He slid his tray down across from her without hesitation. Mind if I sit here? Kyra blinked. No one had spoken to her since she'd arrived 2 weeks ago. You don't mind the scent? Eli grinned. Smells like home. Kyra tilted her head, her silver eyes narrowing. Your home smells like me. Kind of, Eli said, stabbing a fork into his ration square. Back where I'm from, we've got pine forests. Cold air, metal from the shipyards. You smell like that, like the woods after a storm. It's nice. For a second, Kyra just stared at him. Then, to Eli's surprise, she smiled, not politely, but like she'd been holding her breath for weeks and finally let it out. They talked, about classes, about the station's terrible food, about the ridiculous noise in the dorm corridors. But beneath it all, Eli noticed something. Kyra was scanning the room constantly, watching the other cadets give her a wide berth. Finally, she said it. It's not just my scent. Where I come from, it means something. Eli leaned forward. Like what? She hesitated, then lowered her voice. It means I'm dangerous. Before he could respond, alarms blared. The station shuddered. Overhead, the PA crackled. Breach detected on Deck 7. All non-combatants to secure areas immediately. Kyra was already on her feet. Come with me, she said. Eli followed her through the chaos, the scent growing stronger as her pace quickened. They reached a sealed blast door, and that's when he saw why she was feared. Kyra pressed her hand to the panel. The scent spiked, sharp and electric, like ozone before lightning. The door's lock hissed and melted. Your scent, it's a weapon. Eli breathed. Not exactly, she said, pulling him inside the maintenance tunnels. It's a marker. My species uses chemical signals to warn predators and enemies what we're capable of. Here, she glanced back, eyes hard. It also tells the truth about what I've done. They emerged in a side hangar just as a breach pod smashed through the outer wall. Boarding troops poured out, insectoid raiders with serrated armor. Kyra didn't hesitate. She moved through them like a blade through silk, the air thick with that strange resinous smell. And as the invaders caught it, they faltered, their instinct screaming retreat. Eli realized then, the scent wasn't just a warning, it was a memory, imprinted in the minds of any who'd faced her kind before. By the time security forces arrived, the hangar was secure. The raiders fled, leaving behind scorched metal and the lingering echo of Kyra's power. Back in the cafeteria later, people still gave her space, but now, when Eli sat across from her, others didn't look away. They looked curious. You know, Eli said, you never told me what your scent means in your language. Kyra smiled faintly. It means, you can try.